Welcome to New Dad Gaming, everybody. As you often know, I'll start each episode with a poem, but I came across one naturally in my feed, and I thought it captured parenthood quite nicely, so I wanted to give it a read this week. This is from Jessica Jocelyn from her poetry book, Paper Flowers. And to think I was scared to have children, afraid they'd inherit every war I stood in the middle of, but they arrived with hope in their eyes, rewriting every fear into something magical. They are not my punishment. They are the reason I broke the chain. Out of everything I felt I was supposed to become, I'm glad I became theirs. Welcome to New Dad Gaming.
The adult beverages are poured. The kids are asleep. Welcome to New Dad Gaming. It's a show about fatherhood, gaming, and new fathers figuring out their gaming lives.
My name is Trevor, and I have an 11-year-old and an 8-year-old.
And I'm Jeff. I have a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old.
Each week we try to show that just because you became a dad
Does not mean it's game over.
These are some of the hardest months of the year, because usually my kids' ages, it's a math equation. It's like -2.
Oh, yeah.
And but we got these couple of months where it's -3. So every time I'm walking up to that edge of saying it, it's like, oh, what are their ages again?
Wait.
Hold on. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for attending in this live. Hey, one thing we've received is a couple reach outs from fellow gaming dads, which, by the way, absolutely love to hear from everybody. Reach out to us at New Dad Gaming, newdadgaming.com. Stories, questions, something you want to see on the show, gaming story, everything in between. Love to hear from it. Interacting with gaming dads, one of our favorite part of this entire podcast. But we got some questions. Hey, where is Summer of Beer? For, I think, the better part of 6 years, we've always had Summer of Dad beers.
Yeah, it's a tradition. It's been there for a while, for sure. So where is it?
Yeah, well, it's with me in Colombia, and
Fair enough.
So we are wrapping up our journey to Colombia. We're going to be coming back to Canada very shortly. It's because of that, it's been a little bit trickier. There is a good beer scene here, but part of it was we were trying to always err on beers that theoretically people could get.
Yeah.
Now, we don't always hold ourselves to it. Sometimes it's some tiny microbrewery in some weird town in Northern Ontario that maybe not everyone's going to get. But even theoretically, you could drive there and get it. Right. So we've been holding off a little bit, but it is coming. And in fact, again, gaming dads, if you do want to reach out with some picks that you've had, we'll do our best to try it and get it onto the show and give us a review of it. So try to pick it up in the second half of summer, but Summer of Beers is coming. Just reach out to us at New Dad Gaming, newdadgaming.com. Now, the biggest news by far that came out of this week, we're not a news show, we never have been, but this one was too much to ignore, and this is the Nintendo's announcement of the remake of Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
Which, how did you receive the news and the reception to it? Because there was quite a furor that came on as soon as this thing got announced.
It is amazing. So I don't know if you were watching the Nintendo Direct live, but it was amazing to see what 3 notes can do to a crowd of people. And as soon as they went, doo, 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 everyone's like, oh my God, they're doing it. It's a remake. We're getting Ocarina of Time. All right.
Yeah, I was shocked. I could not believe they were going to do it, because it is... To be a little bit overzealous with my description, it's like they're going to rewrite the Bible. It's like this game...
Don't screw it up.
is held in such high regard. And I'm among them. Not so much that I think it's untouchable in the sense that, look, give it a fresh coat of paint. I'm here for it. But it is a bold move. This often seen as a perfect game. The first time that any console had really nailed 3D, because remember, this came in that awkward transition from previous systems into this next gen N64, PS, PlayStation, all that good stuff. So the story and the characters and the action is how everything felt. The dungeons, huge, right? And to touch it is I don't want to say brave, like that's not the right way to phrase this one, but bold. Let's call it that. So for them to finally announce that they're doing it is a heck of a bold call.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they broke the glass and said, here's another first-party game. We're only launching it on a Switch 2, so you're going to have to get our new console. Because I don't think they've launched any other first-party game other than, I think, Donkey Kong, right? So this is a big one.
And Mario Kart, right?
Well, yeah, Mario Kart World, I guess. Yes, that is true. But even having this one come out with it being held in such high regard for 2026, like they put 2026 on the end of that. I'm like, wait, how? Like, you didn't show anything. It's ready. So what are we doing?
So they've had it in the hopper for a while. Is what that's got to mean, right? Like, because you don't announce it and build it in 3 months. So they've had to pick their spot.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see if the gameplay matches like the fidelity that they kind of showed with that snapshot of Link waking up, because they've never really done that with Zelda, right? Like this will be we had Breath of the Wild that kind of had that still not cartoony look, but it wasn't realistic by any means. So I'm curious to see what they'll do, and how that plays out with a retro game that if you go back and play it, which I do want to eventually go back and play this one, when you see the level design and stuff where it's like really open because like memory issues of the system and stuff, like how does that play into a new console, and are they going to shove it with stuff? Are they going to redo all these things? How's that going to work with the audience? Are you going to be like extremely like pissed off? Like you touched the Bible, what'd you do?
Like, what's with these new characters?
Yeah.
So I am curious if they felt there's so many things running through my head about this. One would be a conspiracy. Well,
unpack it. Let's go.
And bring me back to if I don't, because I think there's conspiracy around the Switch too that I want to get into.
Oh,
but what I do wonder is if they, with the success of Final Fantasy VII and its remake, where like did that inspire them that they are allowed, and that's twofold. One, did it inspire them to say, hey, you're allowed to touch the untouchable games that are so heralded for what they are? And then two, would it inspire them to like go off the beaten path as much as Final Fantasy VII did in its remake? So I don't know how you would think that. Do you think it felt like that gave them permission? And how much inspiration would they take from what is a very brave concept with what they did with Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. If anything, what Square Enix did with Final Fantasy VII, they understand the backlash from the fans. I personally love the remake in Rebirth and now Revelation, and how they've just taken... Like, if you want to play the original, go back and play the original, right? They're trying to do something different, fill in gaps, and take the story in a slightly different path. But there's a lot of fans out there that did not like that. They wanted a one-for-one turn-based remake, right? And they couldn't get over it. So I am interested to see what Nintendo has kind of learned from that situation, applied their own kind of Nintendo lens, because I don't think they ever miss. I think whatever they do, they absolutely improve upon. And as soon as you were talking about like, hey, like modern day Zelda, I wonder, like, even with this, Ocarina bit, like if you could take the Joy-Con and play it like a actual instrument, like there's opportunity here. And they have like the mouse function of the Switch too, and so, like they could do some cool things.
Like even the motion stuff, like harkening back to the Wii, like if the slashes are, if you want to do that, like you could
possibly
actually get like fully engaged.
Why not? Introduce it, see what happens. I don't know. See what you can touch, right?
It'd be more the story beats, because like if it's just some modern niceties on top of an old game and on an old game with a fresh coat of paint, okay,
right.
The story thing would be hard for them, perhaps. Although I would have said like it would near be impossible for Final Fantasy VII. Like how on earth do you retell that story? Like something that is so held perfectly in like people's brains as this like untouchable, amazing masterpiece of gaming. Like how on earth would you touch it?
Yeah, and split it over 3 games in 10 years.
Imagine if that's Nintendo's play. It's like $300 games on the Switch too.
Oh my god.
Don't give them ideas.
No, don't give them ideas. I'm going to back up a little bit, because I will let our audience know that I haven't played Ocarina of Time. Like, I have played parts of it.
Unbelievable.
But I have never. I always wanted to have it. Wanted to play it. It was never at Blockbuster when I went because obviously it was super popular. And then just time moved on, and I got a PlayStation. So I never really went back to it. I do want to, like, I've seen clips and stuff. I do want to see how they're going to approach. It is a terrifying game, so I don't know how this is going to look in, realistic-ish graphics with some of those dungeons and some of those freaky monsters. I'm like, I was terrified at that. I don't know what's going to happen with this one. Is this going to be a kid-friendly game, or is this going to be like, hey, millennials, get out there?
Time to get traumatized like the rest of us. Like the hand, so Ganondorf's design was gorgeous. Like some of the hands, like there's the zombies that like freeze you in time. Like there are some. I forgot about that. There are some legitimately terrifying things.
Right.
There was some, and they wondered classically the water level or the water dungeon.
Oh right, yes.
Being horrifically frustrating because like the constant changing. Like you wonder if they would like give a couple nods to that. Be like, let's make this a little bit easier. Don't worry about it.
That would be funny. Yeah. Maybe that's the hard mode. They're like, actually, it's just all the retro rules.
Just go back. Retro controls, retro rules, all those parts.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Oh, it's so bold. Like I'm so interested. It felt untouchable, but I suppose so was Final Fantasy VII.
Okay, but that being said, would this get you to buy a Switch 2? Is this putting you in that ballpark?
Yeah. So I will get to that. I did want to I forgot to carry on to what you were saying with. So I also didn't play it as a kid, so I was more PlayStation. So I had played, much like you, I'd been exposed to it, probably played a few rounds, didn't actually play the whole thing. I did play it as an adult though, so in my 20s, managed to get, and at the time too, like you're buying an N64 with like 4 games for like $50, like
right,
because that was that perfect arch where it's like people want to get rid of those things, and it hadn't turned into like the retro gold mine yet.
Right. Yeah.
And I can remember it's the type of thing that, especially because I was in my 20s, like I was staying up until like 3 or 4 in the morning playing it because I was just so enchanted by it. Like when you first get into the first what is truly open world, and you're finally stomping around, like it is just mesmerizing. I remember it to this day. And I remember my first playthrough, I missed the horse, so I restarted my whole game so I could get that horse earlier. Just
that's possible? Oh my god! Yeah. All right, good to know.
So what I kind of liked about that for myself is that like the reflection upon it has a little less rose tinted glasses, because it wasn't for me like a childhood thing. It was actually like early adulthood.
Okay.
So even from that vantage point, at the time, I think we were on, if not definitely PS2, and then probably even like in the PS3 era type of thing. And that was the vantage point which I put it, and even then I still saw it as this like masterpiece and held that like dear until this point.
Wow. Okay.
So that now switches the Switch 2. And the theory would be, it's like, the conspiracy would be, it's like, all right, let's jack up our sales of Switch 2. So it's like, we've kind of created a little bit, let's get those back going. I'm going to go ahead and launch the game that everybody wants. But sorry, you got to buy a Switch 2. Oh, no. It's like,
It's a fair point from Nintendo's play. Like, they know they have many people that are on the fence, right? Just wondering, and this might be that little push over the edge to get you to buy the system before it goes up in price, because that's happening in a couple months. So
it's tempting, man. Because honestly, the reason for my household to do it is that our Switch is definitely kind of on its last legs. Like it's just been kind of thrown around, beaten around a little bit. The youngest mostly uses it for Fortnite, and it struggles mightily. Like it is not optimized for that system. It is not the same. So the thought would be, it's like, okay, we'll experience the next generation of this. This would be fun. Get new Mario Kart. Get allow them to play Fortnite in a good way, but then an opportunity to play this like new title on the remake. But that means it is a $800 Ocarina of Time
machine
system.
Yes.
Like that is a narrow band, and it's the type of thing classically, we've discussed this on the show a few times, you would say, okay, well, I'll just wait it out for the 2 years until they release the price drop.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's ever coming again. Like that is an old console concept. I don't know that exists anymore.
No, if anything, it's going to be a price increase now, where things go up. So it's almost cheaper to be the early adopter and get on board. I don't know. It's a crazy time in the industry. But I will say, kudos to Nintendo. I don't know when this thing's releasing, but GTA 6 is eventually coming out pretty soon. And if this goes head to head with that, that's fair play. Okay. Sure.
That'd be a good battle. Yeah, I wonder. So I don't, like I said, I just wonder if they had it in the hopper. They saw Final Fantasy VII Remake. The timeline that my conspiracy style goes is they saw the Final Fantasy VII Remake. They're like, okay, all bets are off. Nothing is sacred. Let's go. we can do it. And then they were about to launch it, almost even as like a launch title. But they're like, wait, let's let the first wave go through, and as soon as sales start to dip, let's go ahead and they will release the game that everybody wants.
Right.
And get everybody buying these Switch 2s.
It's a good plan.
Yes.
I mean,
the worst plan.
From the reactions online and even yourself, it's a good plan. It's going to get a lot of people to buy a system.
It's tempting. It makes you think about it. It's like, God damn it, I want to play that game. But
and they've shown nothing. They've shown a glimpse, not even a glimpse, a little glimmer of an intro cinematic that could very well be just the opening movie, and it goes into the same retro graphics. We don't know.
No concept. They showed the scene of him crying.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, yay!
And everyone's in. They're like, yep, day one.
Sold. Doing my pre-orders.
Yeah.
Hey, gaming dads, what are your thoughts on this one? Are you going to jump in? Can't wait for Ocarina of Time. Are you against it? Is it sacred and shouldn't have been touched? Is this enough to get you to buy a Switch 2? Let us know in the comments at NewDadGaming, newdadgaming.com. So, speaking of things that are making me furious,
amazing transition. I love it.
Thank you. The challenge I had recently, man, I don't know if you experienced this one yet, but FIFA, my youngest loves FIFA.
Okay.
Right? Playing on the Xbox, having a good time. Not my favorite game. I find the controls kind of clunky. Just personally, I'm not saying the game is clunky.
Yeah.
When I play it, I'm having a hard time getting it to do what I want to do, right? That's a skill issue, not a game issue. And I'm playing my kid. He convinces me to play. My son and I were sitting down having a good time playing. And he immediately goes up 2 goals.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, you're good. All right, man, you're good at this game. Let's go. No problem. Having fun, having a good time.
Yeah.
But I start watching what he's doing on screen. And all of a sudden, his own players are kind of going backwards towards the goal. And then he does what is very obviously oh no, I dribbled the ball in front, Dad. You can get it. And there was just this pause. In my mind, and the cinematic would be me just this. If you remember that, there was a meme, Nicolas Cage movie, him and Pedro Pascal are driving, and Nicolas Cage slowly with his mouth agape turns and stares at him. It's that's what I felt like I look like. Because it's are you going easy on me? Did you cut your skill down so that I could get a goal? It's that's my move. That's my move, son. That's what I do to you. What has happened? And it's just I couldn't believe that it's this sort of transition in gaming where it's for the first time he had to go easy on me to try to make sure he's trying to manage me and make sure I'm having a good time. So he doesn't just blow me out. And I don't know, man. I found it so wild. I could not believe it.
That's kudos to your kid for again emotionally regulating the situation, because he he doesn't want to crush you, because then you'll quit and walk away. Or maybe bedtime won't be pushed back, whereas if the game goes a little longer, I could stay up. Remember back when we had was it Gaming Dad Victory?
Yeah, Gaming Dad Victory of the Week. Yeah.
This is a victory, but by you losing.
It's victory through loss.
Yeah. Oh wow. I have again, humbling experience. Great for raising a great gamer though, right?
Congratulations. I don't know. Have you not had? Because I find you to be more adept at games than myself. Have you not experienced this yet? Has there not been a game where your kid just embarrassed you, and then you saw their attempts at softening the blow? at all, or are you still just like king of the mountain there?
No, okay. So I will be humble for the show as well as myself. If there is a game, so if your kid has played this game, like this is their favorite game of this phase, right? And they've played it for hours and hours and hours. My kid has done that with a game called Demon Slayer, and knew every single character's move set. And one day just happened to say, "Hey, Dad, why don't we play this game?" I'm like, "Sure, I've seen the anime. Why not?" Right? I jump in, I just get demolished. I didn't even. Those matches like in Street Fighter, you don't even touch the other person? That's what happened a couple times. I'm like, okay. Let's just...
Well, there's two moves. It's either just like all right, I know when you leave, or it's like the lean forward. It's like, all right, let's get serious.
Yeah, no, I legitimately tried, and if they listen back to this in years to come, they can feel proud for themselves, but I legitimately tried, and my lifeless body was being juggled in the air until the match was over. So I feel you. I understand it. Yeah. It's a wild time. Again, just you never thought it would get to that point. You'd always think that you'd be a little bit ahead of them, right?
Yeah. Just always one step ahead. But at some point, much like physicality, at this point, they're not stronger than me and they're not faster than me.
Right.
But again, the oldest I have is 11. That's... Yeah, that comes any day now. That's if he's being a really athletic 12-year-old, he probably gonna be faster than me.
Yeah,
and it's just one of those moments where you teeter over the edge, and it's like, all right, not the top dog. Gonna have to rely on some old tricks.
Yeah, you can't even just be like, all right, well, end this game. We're gonna go out and have a race. You can't even say that.
Arm wrestle. Let's go.
Yeah,
just finding something. Oh, it was a milestone. I couldn't believe it, but
wow.
Yeah, just the shock and I'm trying to think if I called him out on it. I don't think I did.
Oh, you let it go?
Oh, I just let it ride. We were having fun. We were having a good time. So
okay, all right. So he walked away believing that he kind of coached you along, and
yeah, and I went to bed just demoralized, having my whole worldview just smashed, wondering what reality was anymore. Wow. It's in some ways, what a great moment. Hey, Gaming Dads, if you have anything similar, reach out to us at New Dad Gaming, newdadgaming.com. So I do want to get into a game that you discovered, and this came across my feed. I didn't see it recently. So Mecca Chameleon.
Yes.
And again, it's one of those things that you look at in the Steam store or even kind of on streaming, and it seems a bit... what would be the right way to say this? It seems a bit slapped together. It seems a bit made for streamers. Yeah, and I'm not trying to deride the game. I honestly not. It's just that the particular makeup of the game and its aesthetics and how it's been taken on by streamers, it's sort of... I suppose I almost wanted to box it into something. However, it seems like that you and yours are having, in fact, a really great time with this title, and it seems like it's a small developer and it's doing gangbusters. Am I kind of phrasing all that right?
Yeah, even from the get-go, I came across this game on my social media feed with a streamer, just playing it and having a great time. And so social media will actually, get you to buy games. This also appeals to me as an artist, right? So Mecca Chameleon, just to kind of back up a little bit, is basically hide and seek, or paint and seek. So you play a character in a private server or a public server, and one person is hunting you, the other ones are hiding, and you hide in an environment you don't know. It could be random, it could be picked out, and you try to blend in. So it gives you a full palette like MS Paint. It gives you textures, it gives you, metallics and all this stuff to try and blend in where you can, and you have a set time to do that before the hunter is released and has to find you. And there's a whole bunch of different modes and mods and crazy stuff that happens. It is so much fun to play with your kids because it's such a simple concept, like you said, at the beginning. It's nothing really to look at. It's kind of shaky. It's very simple. The menus are I don't know, from 1999. It
looks like MS Paint style, color pickers type of thing.
Yeah, and it just all kind of goes together. But because of that, your kids can pick it up no problem, and just jump in and know what to do. And everyone's just right into the game. There's really no explanation, and you just figure it out. And so I was playing with on a private server with my kids, just the three of us, run around, having a blast. I could hear just cries of laughter from upstairs because everyone's on their own separate machine connecting in, and we're all on voice chat and stuff. Just having so much fun. So like previously you talked about how your kid beat you at a game at FIFA. My kid, apparently a little artist, can blend in to whatever, like unbelievable skills.
That's cool.
With this. And again, just totally recommend Mecca Chameleon. It's like $5, so not a bank buster. You can just go out and have a great time, and it kind of gets them away from Roblox.
Yeah.
So
it's like the additional. It's great. Firstly, like again, I do love an indie story. As far as like a smaller studio releasing something kind of unique and interesting and simple, straightforward, right?
yeah,
The artistic aspect of it's awesome because there's this like there's strategy involved. There's learning how to blend and like shadows and all those other pieces.
yeah,
That you absolutely just have to adore. Like that, it's absolutely fantastic. So the simplicity of it, the artistry of it, the creativity to it, and just like the opportunity for silliness in a much better like environment as opposed to something like a Roblox. It's the type of thing, honestly, this almost feels like it would be a Roblox title. However, like it just does seem to be that little bit of extra care and a sharp focus on the simplicity of it, which is like super cool.
yeah.
Like, so are your kids friends into it too? And it's like a big server, or like is it mostly like a inside your house type of thing at this moment?
At this moment, it's just inside the house. But I did say like you should get your friends to play this with you because it's just fun. You know, it's not offside in any way. It gets them out of Roblox. I'm sure this game has been recreated on Roblox, so I hope they don't find that out. But something, again, simple that they can play, have fun with, and join a voice chat with themselves privately, right? And just have a blast. Like, again, hide and seek, it's not a big problem, right? And it ups their artistic skills without them really knowing it. And it's just fun to do. It does control kind of like, you know that game Human Fall Flat? It kind of controls like that. So like it's not accurate in any way in terms of jumping or running. And that's kind of, it plays into the charm of it, right? Because you're not going to get your hiding spot exact correct because the controls are just fighting you all the way. And as the hunter, same thing. So it's just goofy and it's just fun. And I think this thing has sold like 3 million copies. So like
That's perfect.
It's out there and it's well supported by the community. So I would recommend.
Again, it's just a very happy story because it's unique, it's interesting, it's creative, harmless. You know what I mean? It's one of those stories where it's like gaming, Call of Duty. It's like, no. Check out this like Mecca Chameleon. What's the name mean? Not important. Look.
Don't know.
Unimportant to the story. What is important is that like it is this sweet, charming little game where you run around trying to hide by painting yourself. It is an opportunity for just joy and silliness and fun. Like get into it. So I'm glad you brought it on the radar. Is it PC only or what's the? Sounds like it's PC only at this point.
I think right now it's PC only, but who knows where they go from here. I can even see this being a mobile version, to be honest, like a one-time purchase and just have fun. But yeah, only PC only. It does run well on the Steam Deck if you kind of tweak the settings a little bit, so it's not crazy. They do have like RTX reflections in this, which I don't know how that works if you have that on and you're playing against somebody that doesn't. Like, does that make it better or worse? So that would be interesting to figure out. But yeah, we'll see where it goes from here. Again, just a fun concept, and I don't mind supporting it for, $5 each, right? I had to buy a couple copies.
That's a simple purchase. You love to see it.
Yeah.
So wrap up the show really quickly. Just wanted to mention this one, a game that I've dived back into. What is curious is like we both have this Switch version from a previous sponsorship. This is like Zelda Link's Awakening, which is originally the Game Boy game, which apparently also has a Game Boy Color version I didn't know about. I wish I did.
Oh, didn't know that either. I don't. Old black and white.
But somehow I'd initially played it on the Switch, liked it a whole bunch, really felt like it was sessionable and like obvious, and like the mechanics, everything was really fun. Like really enjoyed the game. However, ultimately kind of not bounced off of it, but just didn't hold my attention for that long.
Right.
I have since started playing it on my retro console, and I don't know if it's because of the size of the retro console that I have, or the fact that it's kind of like even feels more simple. The thing about the Switch, it's a modern console, right? Which comes with all the trappings. You open it up and like, oh, there's an update that's got to come, and there's like these 16 notifications and all these other parts.
Right.
The retro console, whether you have the actual Game Boy or like you're using a modern kind of retro emulator, you're looking at just like it's super focused on just that title. And it's been just an absolute blast to play. And it is stunning to me, absolutely stunning, that this was on the Game Boy. Yeah. It has so, like, to the point, like we'd mentioned before we started recording, I am shocked that other Game Boy games / SNES, like all the things that came after, were not better. Because this game set the bar so high as far as kindness towards player, respecting their game time. Some of the some of the ways that it handles like defeat and these other parts are absolutely genius. Like when you die inside of a dungeon, it just brings you to the front of the dungeon with a couple extra hearts. Mm-hmm. It says don't worry about that. It's got these like great save mechanics. It's got tooltips the entire time in this game, and this works on the modern version as well. To be clear, it's not like it was only the retro, but it's just still bears repeating. Throughout the entire game is a whole series of reminder, like a telephone booth that you can call, and it basically just tells you, hey, this is what you're supposed to do next.
Yeah.
Like if that is, I can't stress enough how dad friendly a feature that is. Where it's like, oh no, I've had 6 days of the flu in my household. What the heck was I doing in this game? And then it's like, oh, go to the forest. You have to get the shield.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. No, it's just so it is wild to me that like so many SNES games, PlayStation games, N64 games were such garbage, because this game was so elevated. Like this drops so perfectly into a modern game context. I don't know. I'm just blown away. This thing was absolutely fantastic. And for some reason on myself, it just hits better in this retro format as opposed to the remake. Not that all flowers do to the remake. Beautiful. It's faithful. It's very cool. But for some reason, it's just more charming and enjoyable in the original.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that too. I loved this game on my Game Boy back in the day. Played through multiple times, and like you were saying, I think there is something to the form factor, because it was designed for that in mind. So I think you really get the most out of a game like that. Whereas, again, on the Switch, the screen's a little bit wider. There's definitely more definition and stuff that's going through it, and it's a different experience, right? So with this one, I spent many days and just going around and fishing. There's a fishing part to it.
Yeah.
And I was just gaining money. I was like, this is fun. I like the fishing mechanic, and I just did that for a bit, and the game doesn't punish you in any way, like you were saying, right? It's just, here's a world. If you want to do some things, go for it. Have some fun. And I think that's what games are kind of missing sometimes, when it's the fun aspect. Everything's too real and too much and trying to break you, and these puzzles exist within like 3 screens, and you're like, oh, that's kind of fun what they did. Makes you kind of feel like an idiot, but like
and again, it's more surprising for the time, and I think you'd agree, but the game feels like it's supposed to be beat.
Totally.
It's not gonna baby you, like it's gonna make you have like do well and actually beat the game, but it's not horrifically punishing for no particular good reason, where it's like, oh, you died twice, restart the entire thing again, or you can't get past this, you're not going to get any help. Like, it just feels very fair and fun.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And like I said, for some reason, it might be a call to arms for some dads. It's sort of like, if you are playing modern titles and it's just not hitting, you might want to get into the retro. Not in some grandiose, like, oh, only old consoles are good. It's just more the form factor and delivery method might speak a bit more to your current like situation, and it might help you like kind of get through and play. I was sort of surprised, and I cannot believe how phenomenal this game is in modern gaming, and I love how much more it has its hooks into me.
Yeah.
In the retro format, so have an absolute blast.
Like the hook shot.
But then, we're doing it. Well, just wait until you see that in Unreal 5 on the Switch too. It's going to be crazy. Oh, everybody, that will do it for the week. Thank you so much for listening. This has been New Dad Gaming. If you like the show, you can go ahead and subscribe to us on all the major podcasting channels. You can find us on Caster, Google, iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you find podcasts. Just search for New Dad Gaming. If you do, something that really helps with the show that Jeff and I would appreciate is if you do subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, rate us 5 stars, and leave a comment. All of those things really helps out the show, gets us out to as many gaming dads as possible. If you have your own notes on the show, do you have feelings and thoughts on the Ocarina of Time remake? Can't wait for it. Hate that they're doing it. Has your kid ever taken it easy on you in a game? We'd love to hear about that. Have you found something better in the retro version as opposed to the modern remake? Everything between. Would love to hear from you. Reach out to us at New Dad Gaming, newdadgaming.com. Cannot thank you enough for listening through. And until next week, my name is Trevor, and I have an 11-year-old and an 8-year-old.
And I'm Jeff. I have a 15-year-old, a 13-year-old, and...
just so triggering. So many happy memories. Please be good.
Take me back.
Please be good, remake.
Yeah, it will be.
Man, the best. We didn't even mention that block of the show, but it's like at some point there'll be this battle between what's the cheaper way to play Ocarina of Time. Is it to buy the N64, which is heavily overpriced because of the retro part of it, or is it to buy the Switch 2?
I'll be there with you. I'll figure it out as well.
We'll keep it goes. Remember, everybody, just because you became a dad
does not mean it's game over.